Well, what makes our love story different is the way we met and the way we kind of gradually grow in love within a very short period of time.
Yeah.
And everything started from the meeting.
Yes, the meeting. So what happened was we went to a party. I didn't actually even want to go to that party, but we went to a party and separately. And I had a friend, and apparently my friend was the same as his friend. So his friend introduced me to him, very, very casual.
Yes, it was a casual meeting. Hello, hi.
Yeah.
This is this person. This, just informal.
Very, very
introduction.
informal. Very, very informal. And I exchange numbers. Normally I don't even give people my number, but it's my friend, and my friend introduced him to me. So I said, okay, fine. So I gave him my number, and he gave me his number.
And that was it. That was it for that day.
That was it for that day.
Everybody went their own way.
So then later on, I got a call, and he called me, and we started talking. And we talked and talked. Remember when we'll be talking, I'll have my phone in my pocket, I'll go shopping. And that was during the time when there was no FaceTime, there was nothing like that. So we're pretty much just talking.
Mostly talking
and
on
stuff.
the phone.
I didn't even see I didn't even see the amount of time until
No smartphone.
until I got my bill and I saw how many. I saw how long.
Smartphone.
Yeah.
So we kept talking, and from there, for me, the love kind of grew.
Yeah. I
So
know.
within weeks, I want to say maximum a month,
Yeah.
I had my checklist, just like everybody has their checklist.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had a list. I kind of wanted somebody that was grounded. I wanted somebody that, had the same values that I did. And as we're talking more on an intellectual level, like, okay, what do you want for your future? What do you want aspiration? And right there and then I knew. I think I knew before you knew. I knew. We clicked. We clicked, and I always said, I knew him before he knew me. And he always laughs like, yeah, right. So, but we clicked, and then within less than 2 months or so, about 2-3 months, about 2-3 months, I decided to fly down to where he was. So he lived in
I was in
Denver, and I was in Wisconsin, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So I flew down there, but I didn't make it down there. This is what makes it something that, our love was unstoppable.
Labor Day.
Yeah, it was Labor Day.
Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
Yep, I remember.
So I got on the plane, and I ended up in Kansas. And what happened was that they shut down the airport. There was a storm.
There was a storm.
Yeah.
Thunderstorm or something like that.
Yeah.
So no flights, airport, everything shut down.
Everything shut down, and I had to sleep in the airport. I was so sad because here's a guy that I've met one time in a party and I was going to meet him for the first time we hang out together,
And she's stuck.
And I'm stuck
at the airport.
At the airport.
Overnight.
I slept on the bench. I grabbed all my clothes. I was so scared, and I kept on calling him, and my phone kept on dying, and I kept on charging, and my Nokia. Remember, it was my little Nokia, and I couldn't nothing. I just had a picture of him to comfort me. But anyway, so we got to Denver finally.
The following day.
I was smelling, but he still loved me.
Yep.
Yeah. So that was in September.
Yeah, that was September, yeah.
That was September.
We spent the Labor Day together. And she flew back without issue this time.
Yeah, 2 days. Only 2 days. I spent only 2 days with him. And
we kept calling.
Yeah.
Thereafter, talking more over the phone. Mm-hmm. Now the next holiday, which was the Thanksgiving.
Yes.
It's my turn to travel to Milwaukee.
Yes.
And possibly meet the little family.
I can just imagine, yeah. Oh. So he met my family, and after he met my family, I think that was it.
Yeah.
That was it. And he proposed. So that was in the range of how many months? 4 months? 4 months. About 4 months. Yeah.
6? Is this?
No. You even forgot.
6 months.
6 months.
Yeah, see?
So
I'm always right.
He's always right. So within 6 months, so we met, and and that was it. That was it. So what makes our story so unique and unstoppable was that we only met one time, just exchange numbers, and then the next time was it. So the most special date we went on, it was not really a date. I think it was the first time we met after he got me from the airport, and he had cooked and everything, and that was the most special because I was so tired. And
that was the
one day. That was the first date.
That was the first date. The Labor Day weekend.
I was still tired from the trip and everything, and but it was so memorable because I would never forget. Just he had cooked, the food tasted really good because I was hungry. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't perfect, but it tasted good. And we were married within how long? So we're engaged in November.
By February the following
February, in our custom, we do a traditional wedding. So we're from Nigeria, so our custom, we do a traditional wedding.
Where the families, the bigger families come together, do the big gathering. And
and that was very good. So, but our real wedding was in the US, was in March. So but it was very, very
traditional
short.
was in Nigeria. My dad represented me.
And my cousin represented me. So while we were getting married in Nigeria in absentia, meaning that we got married without being there. I was in my apartment in Milwaukee, and you were...
I was still in Denver.
You were still in Denver, and I was eating cereal. I remember that day I was eating cereal. Yeah.
So
from
we
my
were getting updates from the old, this was long,
long time ago. This was like 17 years ago.
17, 18, yeah.
Oh my goodness, it's been that long. I've been stuck with you.
Yeah. Stuck forever.
Stuck forever. Okay, so hobbies we like to do together. We like to cook. Because I think that brought us together. So we like to cook.
Not the traditional cooking, we just pick a recipe.
Yes. We go on social media and we pick a recipe and we cook, and sometimes we compete. Who can cook it the best? And he usually wins. The kids usually like what he cooks, and because they're used to what I cook. So, but we like cooking together. We also like watching movies together. I think that one, we like doing that a lot. So,
just to kick back, relax.
And it's like I start watching a movie and I feel guilty. I feel so guilty that I'm watching that movie without him.
Sometimes I fall asleep. I'm guilty.
You always fall asleep. He always falls asleep. And then I'm watching the movie and I'm like, I'm like, oh, you see what's happening? You see what's happening? And he goes and I hear like a snoring sound, and I'm like, seriously? I've been watching this movie.
Sorry.
And then the next day it's like, oh yeah, did you finish watching it? Can you tell me what happened? And I'm like, no, we're gonna watch it again. But that's one of our hobbies. So one item that describes our love, our rings.
I think the symbol of love.
The symbol of love. Our ring. And I think the important thing was when he proposed to me, he actually crawled all the way from the bedroom to where I was sitting, begging me, please, please marry me. I already knew I was going to marry him.
Oh, well.
So that's our story. It's unstoppable. A lot of people were wondering why we married so quickly, and we only met one time before we got engaged and everything. People were wondering, they're like, it's too soon, it's too quickly. But here we are, almost 18 years.
18 years.
Next year will be 18 years.
Yeah.
Almost 18 years.
Couple of months.
Yeah, a couple of months. And here we are. And that's our story.
That's our story.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.